Welcome to a presentation on FirstNet's Veeam backup for Microsoft Office 365 service. According to Microsoft's 2020 Q1 earnings release, there are now over 200 million Office 365 users worldwide. Veeam backup for Microsoft Office 365 is the #1 backup and recovery product for Microsoft Office 365. Why do organizations need an Office 365 backup solution? Office 365 is a shared responsibility model. Microsoft provide and maintain the infrastructure, ensuring a high uptime and always available services. It is the customer's responsibility to protect their data and meet any long-term retention policies that their organizations may demand. Some examples of why you need a backup of your Office 365 data would be accidental deletion, retention policy gaps between what Microsoft provide and the organization requirements, internal security threats, including malicious insiders or departing employees, external threats from ransomware or other malware, legal and compliance requirements. Microsoft provides some default retention policies for your email, SharePoint, and OneDrive for Business data. Email deleted items are purged after 30 days. SharePoint and OneDrive data is first sent to the recycle bin before being permanently removed after 90 days. If an ex-employee's account is removed, then their data is permanently deleted after 30 days. Another interesting statistic is that on average, you only discover that your data has been compromised 140 days after the incident has occurred. This is where FirstNet's Veeam backup for Microsoft Office 365 service can help, providing backup for all your email, SharePoint, OneDrive, and Teams data with retention points and a retention period defined by the customer. Let's jump into a quick demonstration. The first example we will look at is an email deletion and restoration, whether by accident or on purpose. We will open up Outlook and delete all the mail in the inbox, as well as purge the deleted items folder. Now we can launch the Explorer for Microsoft Exchange. We have some choices here, either restore from the latest retention point or roll back to an earlier point in time. The point in time restore allows you to meet the legal requirement example mentioned earlier. Let's use the latest retention point. We will now drill down to the user's mailbox and their inbox. You will see all the emails that were deleted. You can perform a search of the mailbox or an advanced find to get more specific results. You also have the ability to compare the data in the backup repository to what is currently in production. In this case, we will restore the entire inbox by right-clicking and then clicking on Restore. Next, we enter credentials that have access to the mailbox. The restore not only restores the email, but also the metadata. For example, the original timestamps of when the email was received are restored as well. You can see on our Outlook client the restored emails starting to populate. And that's it, we're done. Now let's look at another use case. Say we had a user accidentally delete a file from a OneDrive for Business SharePoint folder. We can now follow a similar process to the previous restore. Right-click on the organization, go to the latest backup of OneDrive for Business. The Veeam Explorer for OneDrive will launch. You can then drill down into the OneDrive for Business folder and locate the file that was deleted. You have some options around restoring the document. You can overwrite the existing file, make a copy of the file, save the file to another location, or even send an email with the file attached. We will restore it in place. Once again, we enter our credentials. The file is then restored to the original location quickly and easily. It's that simple. That concludes the presentation of the FirstNet Veeam backup for Microsoft Office 365 service. Thank you for attending and have a great day.